Alright, welcome to 1FG Archives. We are doing Sonic 2 on the Sega Master System, so let's jump into it. Alright, so if you've never seen this one before, it's actually quite a little bit different than the standard Sonic game. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this. It's a little bit different because there's no special stages in this. It mostly just focuses on, you can actually just go about getting the Chaos Emeralds and everything else. You don't have to worry about too much in terms of, there's like no special stage or anything along those lines. It's all couple extra one-ups here. This one actually was, I think, out of the Sonic games that they released for the Sega, or at least the Game Gear and Sega Master System, this one was actually the more difficult one. Definitely won't be getting through this on one life, that's for sure. Especially when you get towards later in the game. Later in the game, I mean, especially when you get to like the fourth and stuff, when you get to those other levels, just the first Chaos Emerald, hooray! Yeah, and that's the other thing too, is that you have to get obviously you get all the Chaos Emeralds, but there's only 5 that you have to find. There's 7 zones in this game, but there's only 6 if you don't find all the Chaos Emeralds. That's the only thing that doesn't make any sense to me is right here. It's like, why would Robotnik save you? The Game Gear version of this game is actually even worse. I'm not gonna lie. I've played both versions, the Sega Master and the Game Gear, and this version's a little bit easier. Especially this boss, because it doesn't, these little black, like, cannonballs, they don't, they come at you either low like that, or they can come high when you're trying to balance yourself on that platform, on the, that kind of thing. It makes it really tough. And then there's this level. Hang gliding is just inconsistent. I mean, none of these levels are that long, but it's when you're trying to find the Chaos Emeralds, they're a pain. And then you don't get one-ups for points or anything. Points are just points in this game. I want to go up is what I want to do. Not that far up. Alright. Oops. Because the Chaos Emerald in this level is like way at the top. Let's see if I can actually get up there with the hang glider. I'm dead. Dang it. That's the one part I know you want to be topside when you're on that one. I just can't remember where the heck the thing is at. The little bumpers are. Oops, okay, I passed it. Okay, there it is. Yeah, but it's like trying to find these little things is just... It's like, there it is. There's the Chaos Emerald. You know what I mean? But it's like all the way at the top of the level. It's like trying to find it. Alright, cool. But the other thing too is that, like, the end of the level, how they give you like a special item or whatever it may be. They have, they can also give you rings, and give you a 1-up. It all depends on, like, how well you perform in the level. If it takes a bunch of lives in order to, you know, take out the boss, then... It can reward you with like an extra life at the end of the level. You know, I think if you like spend at least 3 lives on a level, that's what it does. Cool. It's 2 zones down. Now we got the fun one. Now the Game Gear version of this is, as you know, the Game Gear is not, it's a lot close up. Oops, that's not gonna make it. Weird that they put the sign underneath the water. Just weird. And this one, you also have 2 ways to get air when you're underwater. This is the only underwater level in the game. Getting hit by him. missed it. It's alright. Wait for the next one. Chaos Emerald, just keep pressing to the left. Here comes the fun part. So, you know, as you can tell in this version, as I said, with the Game Gear version, this thing is a lot more spread out compared to the Game Gear, where it's like you can't even see these javelins or spikes getting shot out from the wall. Like, you can see the entire screen here. The Game Gear, you can barely see like the little spike, you know, coming out from the walls if you have it like far enough. That's the end of this level. Alright, cool. Probably like one of the more longest levels in the game. In this version, you have to go through the top area. Jumped a little too soon on that one. Alright, cool. Done with this level. But although I'd say I'm making it look easy, but it's not, trust me. Especially when you get to this next level, when you get to the third act, it's ridiculous. They give you a lot of rings though in this level, so if you need to get some 1-ups, definitely stop here. Or just collect the rings, you know. Oops. See what I mean? They give you tons of rings, and then they also give you a couple of extra 1-ups too. And look at all these rings. Crazy. Whoopsie. As I said, none of these levels are that long. But then again, if you really look at any of the old Sonic games, none of them were. With the exception of even maybe Sonic CD. But even those you can blitz through too. Oops. Chaos Emerald is in this level. Act, I should say. As I said, it's always in the second. The fifth level, you have to kind of go in behind hidden walls. I think I need to go top side. Remember. It's been a while since I've played this thing, but I don't think it's here yet. it is. Like, I knew it was up top somewhere. You have to, that's, only again, when you get to the final part of this, the third act of this, it's, you have no rings, and every third act you don't get any rings, so it's kind of rough. And there's spikes galore. Oops. I think we got it. Oh, really? Yeah, this one I forgot too. He's a little bit further out to the left and right of the screen when you do it. Compared to the Game Gear version, he's up right against the wall. Let's forget about that. Made it. I'll just take it easy. Cool. The music is quite different though for the Game Gear version. At least the boss music is a little bit different. Three more acts. So we will get all the Chaos Emeralds. This level is interesting because, well, yeah, how you have to finish the level. Oops. Got off a little too early. I did it again. There we go. So it's basically you have to use the invincibility to get to the last part of the level. Need to one-up it. There's a hidden wall over there. Didn't make it. See? That's what I'm telling you. You have to have the invincibility to get there. And the hidden part is right here for the Chaos Emerald. And there it is. Really? It does have the tendency to drop you off a ledge, you know, relatively quickly in this game. Actually, could have made that. This one is just, no, you just have to go through this level. Not too bad. The boss is a little bit of a pain, though. You have to spin into its back after it hits the wall, and then you have to jump out of the way before the rocks come down. It's really annoying. Imagine playing this though on a much, you know, smaller screen. These levels are, unless you start memorizing where everything is, then yeah. What I mean, what you have to do. You can only hit them on the back. So that's not gonna work. And also the Game Gear version, the rocks fall at different, they're random where they fall. Alright, cool. 2 more zones to go. This one I always get lost in. But I do have a little bit more timing off of this, so it should be alright. Nope. Oh, that's still one up. Okay. Oopsie. It's just if you want to go get a 1-up up there. Oops, messed up. Nope, wrong one. It's down. Oh, okay. No, it's down here, and then you have to go across, and I think it's up. Nope. Which one is it? Up top. There it is. I just didn't press over fast enough. There we go. And the end of this boss is, Metal Sonic. Lots of rings in this part too. Oh, you dummy. I think there's a way out of this. Yep, have to die. No way out of that. You have to basically kind of loop around back and forth until the platform comes around. Otherwise you're stuck. That's why sometimes if you try to rush this part, it's just... Come on. I took the bottom half, that's why. I was like, I'm not familiar with this part too much. See what I mean? You have to go through it a little bit. It's not a very long level, but it's all good. Where is it? No, it's on the side. Oh, come on. I told you to get out of the way. Arg. It's not even that hard, to be honest. Let's not mess up this time. I always want to pretty much stay on top of them. Okay, so then he drops the 6 Chaos Emeralds once you beat him. And that's it. See if we can get through this pretty quick. So I like how this is all like shiny. Pretty quick level. Second level, not so. The boss, the final boss itself is a pain. It takes a few minutes because you basically have to. Whoops. A couple rings, please. Skip it. We have enough lives. Oh shit! I'm supposed to go off there. Whoops. That's how they all have Robotnik heads on the stones. This part can be a little inconsistent. The last minute little rings. Oh, I never knew that was down there. Alright. Final boss. This is why it's a pain, though, because you have to get through. You have to wait. You have to wait for the lightning. This is basically that's what you're supposed to do, because you're basically invincible when you're inside the tubes. That takes about 3 to 4 minutes to get this boss done. But that's it. Once you're done with this, that's it. But also the Game Gear version, there's a tube right there on the left side that goes into it. That's not there in the Game Gear version. I do not recall that one being there. I mean, you can risk going out there if you want, but I generally just wait for the lightning. Throw off my rhythm. Yep, I knew it. I threw off my rhythm. I'm gonna stick to what I know. I always go to the left. I think the timing is better if you do it this way. And you just have to wait till he finally just dies. Takes the usual, like, 8 hits and stuff. While we're doing this, let me just remind everybody that you can check me out at facebook.com/OneForsakenGaming, twitch.tv/OneForsakenGaming, and Instagram as well, and of course right here at 1FG Archives on YouTube. As we get to closing on this. Yes, he goes through two cycles of it before he launches the lightning on this one. So you can tell he's getting weak. Only gonna take a couple more hits at most. I mean, there is a timing that you can do with this, that you can actually do this quicker, but for me, this is the fastest way to do it. Alright, so there you have it. You get the true ending, where you rescue Tails. He's like, No, that's what he does if you stand there for too long. They just made it so appealing. Alright, and the true ending. But also, the thing is though too is like if you don't get all the Chaos Emeralds, the ending here it's it's only Tails, I think, or it's just Tails by himself versus Sonic and Tails. It makes me want to try a no-death run on this game, but you used to be able to do it. But this is also the Sega Master System, but at the same time, though, this is exactly the same game as the Genesis, or as the Game Gear version. If you play the Game Gear version of Sonic 1 on the Sega Master System versus the Game Gear, there's a couple little slight differences in it. This thing is exactly the same. There's also Sonic Chaos that's also on the Game Gear and Sega Master System, but I don't know if they did anything beyond that for the Master System. I have to go look it up, but they released 12 games for the Game Gear for Sonic. Sonic 1, 2, Chaos, I'm trying to think of them all. Triple Trouble, Spinball, Sonic Labyrinth, Sonic Blast. Actually, I'm sorry, there were only 8 games, I think, for Game Gear. There's one more that I can't remember. Sonic Blast was terrible, though. So yeah, it only has Tails at the top there. Alright, well that's Sonic 2 on the Sega Master System. I hope you enjoyed this full playthrough, and thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.